attention.
Hello.
And it was gonna be from all
Welcome
of
to
us.
the Elder Care Committee.
And that's why I copied you.
First order
Okay.
of business is to
You and
approve the
me, Mayor.
I'll
meeting.
make a motion.
Second? Do I have a second to? Excuse me. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
All right, item 2 is authorizing an agreement. With Dental Services, PC, regarding dental services for residents at the Shaker Place Rehabilitation and Nursing Center. Executive Director, Sean Thelen is here.
Thank you, everyone. This request is for the dental services. The original contract and award was for 3 years from 1/1/2022 through 12/31/2024. As part of the RFP, there is an option of 2 one-year renewals. After the term of that, we would like to execute that. They do provide a good service and have upheld all of their contractual obligations. So this request is for $83,160 and will be from 1/1/25 through 12/31/25, where we will visit to see if we want to do the second of the optional renewals.
Are there any questions?
Is this covered by Medicaid?
So, yes, we have to provide dental services as part of our service there. If there's external work or stuff in the insurance agreements where the person is responsible, they will get billed as the third party.
Okay.
But, yes, we have to do the basic services with their annual, appointment, annual checkup, and then also, upon admission, we also like to get a good,
But you can bill, if they're Medicaid, you can bill Medicaid for this, right?
it's part of the rate, yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay. Thanks.
Just a follow-up question with the chairwoman asked. So what is covered on it? Just like basic services?
Yeah, basic services, your routine annual, update checkup, if you need x-rays, any kind of, minor, well, I don't wanna say minor because I don't wanna say, cavity filling is minor. So cavity filling, and if like you had a crown, they replace it, if it's like a bridged crown or something that's advanced, they have to use a third party to help them do that. So dentures, like they will do like some of the scoping and pictures and whatnot, but the dentures are obviously made externally and from a different.
So that wouldn't cover, I don't know, like a root canal, obviously, that would be a.
Yes.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
something like
Just
that.
as an example.
If you get like the higher level stuff,
Yeah.
yes.
All right.
Periodontist like stuff, if like a specialist is needed, that would have to be, that's not done directly by them.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Are there any other questions? Can I have a motion?
Make a
Second?
motion. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any objections? Motion passes. Next.
Item 3 is authorizing an agreement with Plaza Linen Services regarding residential laundry services for the Shaker Place Rehabilitation and Nursing Center.
Thank you. So this is for, this request is for a 3-year contract for the personal laundry services at the, for the residents at Shaker Place. We issued an RFB, which will cover a initial 3-year term with 2 one-year optional renewals. The total contract value for the 3 years is $574,812. That is an annual cost of $191,604, and they do residence clothing and some ancillary stuff like mops and cubicle curtains that you don't really want to use anything in-house or send out to, the linen company that we do for our beddings and stuff.
Are there any questions?
Make a motion.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any objections? Motion passes.
Item 4 is authorizing an amendment to a contract with Adirondack Combustion Technologies for boiler maintenance at the Shaker Place Rehabilitation and Nursing Center.
Yes, thank you. So this one's gonna be a little bit confusing, but I hope to straighten it out. There was a RFP done for the boiler maintenance to upkeep on our boiler system, and it was done in 2021 for a 5-year term. When calculating the reward, the award, not reward, the award, they omitted to count the monthly and semi-annual costs in the total contractual amounts. So what happened is they calculated the original award amount of $22,345. That award would then bring you to CAB, right? It was under 100,000, not legislative level. When recalculating the award, the total award should be $130,400 for the full 5-year term. And that works out to July of 21 through July of 26. And some of the differentiating things that they do, monthly maintenance, they test like low water cutoffs, gas pressure switches. They make sure that, if any of the high temp limits are, that the system is properly shutting off. And then semi-annually, they do like cleanings and they look at and inspect the burners to make sure that they are, up to operating standards. And then the annual is they do the whole soup. They inspect and clean inlets. They make sure that the electrodes and gaskets are all within specs and standards and do any replacement as needed.
Are there any questions? Mr. Bergdahl?
Sean, I'm looking at the attachment with the boiler maintenance tabulation.
Sure. Let me just pull that out here.
It's page 101 on our Granicus. And under Danforth, it says 1,220 monthly maintenance, and then 2,076, and then total annual maintenance is 11. Something dropped a digit there, because the other two companies, the two numbers, I believe, add up to the total. What,
Yeah, so.
is that just a,
That's kind of a coincidence on that. If you see Adirondack is not like that, does not add up. It's close, but it's not exactly. See, Adirondack is 1,380.
I mean, it's maybe $100 off.
I know, it was
Yeah.
very confusing on the tabulation, and when they did the award amount, that's what kind of happened. They only took the total annual maintenance, and they did that by 5. So if you did that by 5 for Danworth, that would have been 55,000 roughly. Then another 60 for that on top of that, so you're 150, and then another 25 on top, so.
Okay.
Do you want me to give you a breakdown of the?
No,
what it should have been for that?
I guess what I'm just trying to understand, is this a rebid, or is this a correction of a bid, or what's the?
This is the correction of the amount the award should have been. They're still the lowest responsible bidder, but it wasn't calculated with the total cost that it should have been.
Whose mistake was it, ours or theirs?
Oh, it was ours.
Okay, all right. So we're
Not mine, but ours. I will eat it.
You didn't put up a payment bond that we can go with. Okay, I got it. Our boo-boo,
It was.
got it. Don't go any further. I got
Okay.
it.
Are there any other questions? Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Objections? Motion passes.
Item 5 is amending the 2024 Department of Residential Healthcare Facilities budget.
Thank you, and this is the last one. So this request is to clean up some negative lines that we have throughout the year. The total is $387,000. It's budget neutral, but some of the larger categories were the last healthcare worker bonus, approximately $50,000. Insurance, approximately $50,000 for that. Some utilities, electric, 50, water, 15,000, and some shared services that we get from other county departments, 95,000.
Are there any questions? Can I have a motion? Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
No further items.
No, there are no further items. May I have
I
a,
know. Spit it out.
Second?
Second.
Catherine.
Somebody.
That's it.
That's it.
Thank you.
We had some
Good job,
trouble coming
Karen.
with some
That's the
high
understudy
cost
for today.
medications.
Good job. Go to your next meeting.
So it put us a little bit over.